30 seconds.
30 secondi.
It's Sunday at UBL, the Italian Championships. The elite men are on the floor for the second to final time tonight. For some of them, this will be the final time. It's WOD 5, mind the grip, 40 toes to bar, 20
10 seconds.
alternating devil's press, 27 kilo dumbbell, 40 toes to bar. Lane number 1, Giuseppe Canaliccio. Lane 2, Pietro.
Siamo
Lane 3 in
partiti.
the orange, Simone Stefani. Lane 4, Miguel Romano. Lane 5, Orshani Ashiki. Lane 6, Julie Gilson. Lane 7, Bogdan. Lane 8, Christian Porco. Lane 9, Francisco Perez Castillo. Lane number 10, Alberto Gallego Otero. Lane 11, Leonardo Di Gregorio. Lane 12, Daniel Ferrazani. Lane 13, Mario Chicala. Lane 14, Alfonso Ruiz Jaime. And lane 15, George Doganiotis. Alfonso there in 14 is the highest seeded athlete amongst this heat. He's in 17th place. We have not had any reseeding in this competition. Top 15 make the final. Porco won workout with strict handstand push-ups earlier, first off the bar. And most of the men now into these devil's press. They're going to have 10 in the first section and then advance forward for another 10 before heading back for the final 40 toes to bar. It's a 6-minute time cap. We're just about at the 90-second mark. For a lot of the guys in this heat, maybe all the guys in this heat, will be the last opportunity to compete at the Italian Championship this weekend. This is the third day of the competition. Majority of the scoring took place yesterday. There was one workout on Friday, and unless you make the final, there's only one today. 4 scoring opportunities yesterday on 3 different competition venues. Last night we were at the pool, a night swim with some bench press and depot squats. Porco, 5 reps to go right here in the middle of the floor. He didn't only win his heat, he won the entire workout yesterday morning. Handstand push-ups, snatches.
Now we got hands in the air, we got hands in the air, we need a couple more reps. And holding on to that leader. Ladies and gentlemen, ragazzi, your leader, Christian Porco.
Fatevi sentire ragazzi, fate un po' di casino Napoli, Christian Porco è sulla sbarra per andare con i suoi 40 posti bara. Li vogliamo vedere a Brooklyn.
So Porco's got some
He has a
points on
6
the bar.
lead at the moment. First position, Porco. In second position, we can see over here. Here's like Giuseppe.
Lane 10 on the right. Alberto Gallego over there. He got a very good finish last night in the swim. He's in 20th overall. Closest competitors are down on this side of the floor. Orkan Yashiki out of Turkey in the peak, and in lane number 1, Giuseppe Canaliccio as well. No rub for Porco right there. It's called mind the grip, but as we've been saying, it's not just the grip. The midline also must hold on. See, looking for hands up. They should be on this side of the floor. No one yet. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. The fastest women finished about 3:49, 3:50. Streamed that one earlier. Go back and watch it. It was a 1-second finish between the top 2 women in both heats, actually. And it is going to be Orshani Yashiki. Orshan's a friend of mine from Turkey. He helps run the Eurasia Throwdown there. Awesome to see him get a heat win. He was on the competition weekend right next to him. Miguel Romano. Going to be next up. Porco down to 1 rep, and he comes off the bar again. 4 reps to go for Alberto. Porco is going to be in a race with Giuseppe, and that's as close as they will get.
Finish.
Alberto gets called back on the last one.
90 seconds to go.
We got a couple finishes coming up on this side of the floor. Lane number 13, there goes Mario Cicala. Right next to him in 12, Daniele Ferrazzini. He'll edge out Bogdan, who crosses right there. And up here in 11, Leonardo Di Gregorio looking to close out his UBL experience. Another Spaniard in lane number 9, Francisco Perez. So Leonardo Di Gregorio will head across. Next finisher should be on this side of the floor. And there goes lane number 2, Pietro out of Poland. No, Stefanos, excuse me, that was Simon Stefani. Ahead of Leonardo. There goes Alfonso Ruiz Aime. So 3 guys still on the bar. 3 international guys. Billy Gilson there out of the UK. Pietro is down there on the left. And George out of Greece, far side of the floor, still working as well. Last rep for the UK man, and love to see that hustle across the line, finish it out. And we really love to see it. So Orshan will take the heat win. 4:05. Orshan Yashiki in the women's division. We saw 4:03 as the top score in heat number 1, so pretty similar there. For the elite men, however, there are 3 heats instead of 2, so 1 heat down, 3 to go. Good to have you here. 1 heat down, 2 to go for the elite men on WOD 5 here. We're in Naples, Italy. If you haven't been following along this weekend, this is UBL, the Italian Championship. Our stream has been a little bit unconventional. We were on the main stream doing some commentary for some of the events. We were on Instagram for some of the off-site events. You can check those out on UBL's page or B.Friendly Fitness. And here we are on the final day, doing a little bit more of our traditional stream review, condensed versions of the elite workouts, workout by workout, division by division. So we'll finish up with the menu. We got 2 more heats to go. And in this heat, we got some guys who are in some serious positions. 4 guys that are in the top 10, 2 more who are inside the top 15, and then also the guy who's in 16th place. Only 15 will make the final. Let's meet the men in heat 2. Eduardo Lazzari, lane number 1 here, sits 11th overall. John Ray Hernandez will be in lane number 2. Enrico Altobelli will be in 3. Luca Catalani will be in 4. Furio Fusco in 5. He's sitting in 14th place inside the cut line. Marcin Sibaj, he may have 2 event wins this weekend, or 2 top 5 finishes at least, from Poland. He's in 13th overall. Joey Harrison out of the UK back there, he's in 5th in the overall leaderboard. Keep an eye on him. Lane 7, Lorenzo Cerici. Lane 9, Alberto Pirani. And lane 10, Lorenzo Ciompi. He's in 16th place, 150 points behind the 15th place athlete who's in the next heat, which is Shang Chen out of China. Lampros Sapunis was all the way up to 3rd, but took a little hit on the swim. Look for him to have a good day today. He's in 10th. Anton Blomqvist was one time their overall leader in this competition from Sweden. He sits in 8th. Hugo Rodriguez out of Portugal will be in 13. Rafael Yorio will be in 14. And Alex Magnarelli, who's in 19th currently, will round out the heat here in lane 15. The workout, or WOD number 5, is called Mind the Grip. It's a 6-minute time cap. They got 40 toes to bar, 20 devil's press, alternating arms, 10 and then 10. They'll advance the dumbbell after that set of 10. And then 40 more toes to bar. 4:05 from Orshan Yajiki out of Turkey will be the time to beat. We'll try to keep track of as many storylines as possible, but basically, a lot of the guys will go for a break on the first set of toes to bar, I think, and set themselves up for a faster second set of toes to bar. In a majority of the heats we've seen so far, that's been the play. You don't need to be the first one to the dumbbell. If you save a little bit for that second set of toes to bar, you can do quite well. That was an Orjan strategy. That was also Elisa Fuliano's strategy. She ended up in a very close battle with Valentina Magalodi. Went for the opposite strategy and was in the lead in the heat off that first set of toes to bar. They ended up finishing 1 second apart in a super compelling race in the women's final. Both of those women have won 3 workouts out of 6 so far. So they'll have a little showdown in the finals. The points aren't as close as that, but they have been very impressive so far this weekend. WOD 5, Heat 2, Elite Men, UBL, the Italian Championship. And watch out for Eduardo Lazovic down here.
Give me some volume, Tony. Give me some volume. Rock and roll, boys.
But we'll keep him in mind. Julio Bustos, green shorts in there, also could do quite well. But since Sibas has capitalized on his strength, 110 kilo squat snatch plus hang squat snatch, and also ripping on the dumbbell bench press last night with the T-ball squats after a decent sweat. Joey Harrison there in 7 in the black shorts. He's the highest seated man in the heat right now. And in lane number 10, we got to keep our eyes on Ciompi. He has to go for it here. He's the odd man out right now, 150 points after the cut line. Punis from Greece, Anton Blomqvist from Sweden, both be looking to make plays to get further into the top 10 as the final looms this evening.
Into a number 40 touch the bar.
Cut the field down to 15 for the final. They haven't announced it in the lamp for Sapunis. 1 minute and 8 seconds. Eduardo Lazovic next to move. And now comes Blomqvist and a host of others, including Rodriguez in the black and green out of Portugal. No empty lanes in the seats, so we'll do our best to stay out of the way and get you the coverage that we want as well. It's a little bit tight on the floor when I can't find a single empty lane. I think I'll go to the back here. So Sapunis has had some top score performances. We got a no rep from the head judge here. Moves the dumbbell forward, but there's 2 guys down on the other side of the floor. Lazovic, John Ray Hernandez, maybe Enrico Altobelli as well. Fusco has moved, Harrison has moved, Blomqvist moves, Rodriguez has moved. We're gonna head to the other half of the floor, so we'll keep an eye on Sapunis. But the leaders are down on this half of the floor now. There's Ciompi, he's in the mix with the headband. Gotta keep eyes in the back of our head for him. He has to make something happen on that second set of toes to bar to make up the points. Joey Harrison right there in the black shorts closest to us on the screen. The leaders are in lanes 1, 2, 3. There you see Hernandez and Lazovic. Fusco leaves, Altobelli leaves, there's Harrison, Sapunis behind us, Blomqvist behind us. Magarelli outside lane on the other side of the floor moves. Ciompi moves lane number 8. Lorenzo Chirico goes back for his 40. And all the leaders are here on the left. Lanes 1, 2, 5, 3, 7. The top 5 guys. Marcin in the purple green as well. 3 minutes and 30 seconds gone. 4:05 the time to be. We're within 30 seconds of that. No hands up yet. Sapunis down, Blomqvist down, and now we got a hand up. And it looks like John Ray Hernandez is looking to set the time to beat. John Ray Hernandez first man to go sub 4 here. 3:55 unofficially. And we got hands up for a few very relevant men in terms of that cut line battle next. Fusco last rep. Julio Fusco will pass Lazovic there. Sprints across. Orjan Yaziki's time will come in ahead of that. Here comes Eduardo Lazovic, third in the heat. Hand up in lane number 3. Hand up for Sapunis. Hand up for Harrison. There he goes, Julian Harrison, legs out. Bloomquist crossed at the same time as him. Sorry, I missed Bloomquist. There comes Sapunis. Nice finish for Bloomquist right there. We got lane 3 in Altobelli. Ciompi, lane number 10. He's going to finish up. Looks at the 4, doesn't know if it's going to be enough. Lane 8 will finish. Marcin Seabash, last rep for him.
As we are approaching the final minute, athletes.
Lane number 9, Alberto Pirani will get in. Team. Hugo Rodriguez out of Portugal. Nice one, Anton. Magnarelli gets in.
Number 15. And here we can see one more athlete out there on the floor. Roberto, let's get some noise.
Ragazzi, facciamoci sentire per Federali Luca!
Bloomquist and Sapunas here. Should be in the final later. Last athlete working, lane number 4, Luca Catalano.
And the final reps here on the final reps, Napoli. Come on, make some noise.
Jump from tuning him up. Julian Harrison, Marcin Seabash for the all wait to see. But John Ray Hernandez there in the black with the orange shoes will take the heat win. And set the top to be 3:54. Fastest time, only sub 4 time we've seen. I believe Orshan Yashiki out of Heat 1, 4:05 has the second best time so far. So those will be the top 2 times out of the first 2 heats. Final heat of elite men coming up next. If you've just joined us, it's Sunday in Naples, Italy, Italian Championship, and there's the WOD 5 workout description. Mind the grip, it'll pop back up. 40 toes to bar, 20 one-arm devil's press, 40 toes to bar, 6 minutes to get it done. 27 kilo dumbbell there, 27.5 kilo dumbbell, excuse me. And the top men are taking the floor. Well, these are the top men from the qualifier, excuse me, the last heat of men. Heading down to lane 1 is Matteo Raiola. Wait, never mind. Well, he will be in lane 1, but he wasn't in the front of the pack.
We're going to be moving on that to then the final elite
Introducing to him once he gets to their heat.
Congratulations, athletes.
There is Matteo Raiola.
Performance. 42
Leonardo Barneschi, 6th place overall, will be in lane 2 there. Beige and green. Alex Gasser sitting in 12th. Had an opportunity to meet him this morning at a coffee shop, and I think that this workout for sure sets up well for him this morning. He's going to try to push into that top 10. Led some points on the swim last night. Sheng Zhen, last place on the swim, was his first time ever to swim in a workout. He chose an outside lane. He ramped up in the water. The lifeguards were on top of it, knowing it would be a challenge for him. Totally fine. And we'll probably see some better stuff from him today. Came from China, and very cool to have him here. Got an interview with him and his translator yesterday. He's currently 15th. He is the gatekeeper, but I think he's got enough fitness to get through this one just fine. Let's see. Daniel Domenico Comune there in 5. Gaetano Pizzulo, great swim last night. He's moved all the way up into 4th place. Chema Rodriguez out of Spain, he'll be in lane 7. He's currently 2nd overall, 3,893 points. Leonardo Grottini right next to him, 4,199 points. Spoke to him last night. Both those guys were at the French Throwdown this year. Federico Maro, he's in 9. He currently sits in 7th. Lane 10, Matteo Ricci. Luca Guerra, the headband again, is quietly stuck up in the 3rd place overall. It's a big gap after the top 2, and he's fending off several men. Lane 13, Mattia Gambaroni has had some highs and lows. He's on the outside looking in right now in 18th place. 29-year-old out of Hungary, Cornell Hayos, that's in 9th overall, and rounding out the heat is Vincenzo Granato. Cornell also with a great swim last night. Some awesome swimmers in this field, quite frankly. So having swimming in my own background, I was impressed. A couple of them wish there was a little bit longer swim, but nevertheless, cool to get in the water and cool to do it in the evening. So in terms of the cut line, Sheng Chen down in lane number 4 is holding that barrier, and Mattia Gambaroni has to do something explosive here to try to get inside for the final coming up later today. This athlete's still not know what the final is. I just know that 15 men will be in it, and the rest of the men in the 44 athlete field will not. Mind the grip, 40 toes to bar, 20 dumbbell devil's press, alternating arms, 27.5 kilo dumbbell, and 40 more toes to bar, 6 minutes to try to get it done. Keep a sneaky eye on the IF3 veteran there with the orange shoes, Cornell Hayos. He's had some nice performances. Probably a calculated break right there. If you've been watching the heats, you'll know that going for the first set in a big set is okay, but it's not ultimately the only way to do it. Taking smart breaks and saving a little bit in terms of both midline and grip for that second set of toes to bar. Passed by several athletes. Guerra drops down there in the white and red on the right side of the screen. Hand up for a couple athletes. It looks like it's going to be Gaetano Pezzulo, Chema Rodriguez, and Sheng Chen. The first 3 into the devil's press. They all dropped down at the same time. Rotino, the overall leader in the competition, who was 4th place here at UBL last year. There comes Mata, Gasser, Barneski, and Guerra. So most of the top guys, really all of the top guys are there. Off the camera behind me, Cornell Hayos in the mix with that group. Try to keep an eye on him in case he does something. He's a couple reps behind the leaders right now. Let's see who moves first here. Chema Rodriguez popping up off the floor very fast. But it's going to be Gaetano Pezzulo who moves out. Chema Rodriguez. Sheng Chen, Enrico Mata, Leonardo Barneschi. And Cornell Hayos, right here, the Hungarian, is in the battle with those guys for sure. Give him a couple reps here. Very experienced judge in this lane too. Great guy right there. Guerra's into his second set of 10. We'll look and see who's going to get onto that last set of toes to bar first. 2:30 on the clock. 3:54. John Ray Hernandez, the time to beat. 4:05, 4:07. Second and third sets. Gaetano Pezzulo, Leonardo Barneschi, Chema Rodriguez, Leonardo Rotino running back. Chema first to get his hands on the bar. Leonardo 1 rep after him. Here goes Gaetano. And then other Leonardo. Rotino close to Barneschi down there in lane 2 on his own. Sheng Chen walking back. Federico Mata gets there in the meantime. Here comes Luca Guerra, who I mentioned was in third, but only by a narrow margin over a lot of these guys. Cornell Hayos as well. It's really difficult to get him and the rest of these guys in the frame. I apologize. See who holds on here. Chema makes a break. Rotino drops. Lara drops. Gaetano Pezzulo, Leonardo Barneschi. Hayos drops off camera. No hands up yet. Chema with another break. Rotino with another break. Gaetano Pezzulo has not come off the bar. Talk about grip stamina. Talk about midline stamina. And Gaetano Pezzulo now the time to beat. Actually, John Ray Hernandez will take the win. That'll be a second place finish overall, first in his heats. And there goes Barneschi. And now Sheng. And now Chema Rodriguez. Cornell Hayos takes a trip, but he'll get to the finish line. Race to the finish here. Rotino will get it just ahead of Mara. Goodness. We had a last rep here. A lot of the guys that he was just ahead of will get ahead of him, and also sometimes from other heats. So we're going to have a shake-up. Alex Gasser, who was in 12, I think the last one in the heat was inside that cut line. We'll get across right now.
I think you can see Alex Gazelle. He's going to be present out.
After the heat,
Continue on the best UBL. Championships for Italy. They have a 5. And then we can see Daniel Nico.
Better than swimming.
Ragazzi, l'ultimo minuto.
Tell him I said better than swimming.
Non è nemmeno sudato Pezzullo.
I want to hit some noise for Matteo over here, guys. Come on. Make some noise for Matteo.
Ragazzi, fatevi sentire gol.
There's Gambaroni. So he's had some highlights this week, but that'll be the last one for his UBL competition this weekend. And number 10, Matteo Ricci here. And he'll jog across the finish line wearing the Blora apparel.
And closing it out. See, watch out because they number 15.
Cenzo Renato. He'll beat the time cap as well.
So,
Let's talk to Chema Rodriguez.
in 3, 2, 1, time. Un applauso, Napoli.
Yep, the flag show. Amazing. Thank you, brother.
One rod and one green.
That's super kind of you. Thank you. Appreciate that. See you guys for the final.
Let's go.
Chema Rodriguez, how's the grip feeling?
Wow, it's great. I think it's a good WOD for me, and I suffer it.
Por la final va a estar muy cerca entre tú y Leonardo Grottino.
Leonardo.
Y
Sí.
tú lo conozco de la French Throwdown también.
No estuve en la French. Coincidí en la European Championship.
European Championship.
But I don't know the final.
Workout.
No, I think that we're going to do ring muscle up and handstand walk with ramp.
You like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I practice. I think I could really work out.
How's the competition been? How's the weekend been for you?
Really good. It's the first time I've been here. It's really nice. The people. I'm really happy, and it's too big. The volunteers are really great, and the judges is a good people that can do it easy for us.
You're from Spain.
Sí,
What part of Spain?
Segovia.
Nice. And there's a lot of good male athletes in Spain.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think
Yes.
you're one of those
It's
guys.
a really high level.
There's a lot of competitions in Spain also. Will you be doing any competitions in Spain in the fall?
This year I've been in Barcelona, and basket CrossFit Chapelqueta in Bilbao.
Okay, I know both of those. So maybe I'll see you there.
See you there, bro.
Chema, great job. Good
Thank
luck
you.
in the final.
See you in the final.
Yes.
Thank you, bro.
Chema Rodriguez representing Spain. He's in the mix for the championship here, and you'll get a chance to see him on the road this fall as well, as he mentioned, in Barcelona and in Bilbao. Men's WOD 5 is done. Teams WOD 5 will come up next for us, and then we'll have the finals later this evening. UBL, the Italian Championship rolls on.